What if I told you some graves don't stay in place? They move year after year, but no one knows why. Watch till the end. The final twist will shake you to your core. Number 10. Burwood Cemetery, Australia, the Whispering Drifts. Nestled in the suburbs of Sydney, Burwood Cemetery seems peaceful until you notice the rows. They never stay straight. Every year, dozens of graves shift inches, some even twisting diagonally. At first, locals blamed soil erosion. But guess what? Hold your breath for this twist. In 2004, surveyors noticed something chilling. Only certain graves moved, the ones belonging to convicts from the 1800s. But they moved in sync, identical degrees, identical patterns, no sinkholes, no water flow, just synchronized motion. One geophysicist stayed overnight to measure vibration patterns. He left before sunrise. Why? A quick hint before the reveal. 5 steps, then silence. Then the coffin lids lifted. S. His report? Seismic energy pulses, but only beneath those specific graves. It was like the earth beneath them was breathing and exhaling in unison. Burwood's moving dead aren't just anomalies. They're striving to align. Why? We'll get there. Number 9. Greyfriars Kirkyard, Scotland, the Restless Patch. Famous for the haunted Mackenzie poltergeist, Greyfriars is no stranger to whispers. But what's lesser known? The graves here don't just shift, they rearrange. Prepare yourself, this will blow your mind. Every winter, some headstones in the north section rotate by 15 degrees. Gravestones from the 1600s, made of solid granite, somehow have turned slightly overnight. Locals installed cameras. You'd expect pranksters, but all the footage? Glitches, blackouts, static, every time motion occurred. Number 8. Texocotlán Cemetery, Mexico, the Repositioned Souls. Celebrated for Dia de los Muertos, this cemetery becomes vibrant each November. Families decorate graves, sing and speak to loved ones. But after the festivals, something changes. Est. Get ready for the twist. This one is disturbing. Local caretakers have documented that certain graves are never in the same place. Number 7. Vicksburg National Cemetery, USA, the Shifting Soldiers. This Civil War cemetery houses over 17,000 soldiers. A place of honor yet unease. For decades, every Memorial Day, caretakers noticed something. The rows were perfect until the day after. Flags toppled, crosses leaned, the terrain, plus slightly altered. St. Get ready for a shocking twist. It's no accident. Military historians compared old aerial photos and realized the rows were drifting westward about an inch per year. Number 6. Okino in Cemetery, Japan, the Ascending Tombs. Japan's largest cemetery is sacred. Over 200,000 graves rest here, among moss and mist. But there's a secret the monks rarely discuss. Every few years, monks open certain tombs to perform spiritual rites. But recently, they can't find the bodies. SS. Carefully, this changes everything. In several tombs, the coffins are still there, intact, sealed, but empty. No sign of decay, no holes, no disruption. Just gone. The twist? Sensors inside the tombs now record micro-pressure fluctuations, like vertical movement, as if the bodies are rising, not in resurrection, but in escape. One monk whispered a theory never written in scripture. They don't rest. They climb. When their karma is heavy, they seek higher ground. The question is, What are they climbing toward? St. Was Oste. The answer lies in number 5. Number 5. Yelare Oliese Cemetery, Argentina, the Vanishing Mausoleums. In Buenos Aires, La Recoleta is a marble masterpiece. Celebrities, presidents, even Nobel laureates are buried here. But deep in its labyrinth lies the tomb of Felicia Teresa's, or at least it did. She was buried in 1910. Tomb sealed, documented, forgotten, until 2006 when tourists asked to see it. Staff checked records and froze. The tomb was no longer there. No signs of theft, no construction damage, just an empty pathway, clean and cold. But here's what will chill you. Photos taken of that exact spot still show the mausoleum in reflection. In windows, in puddles, even in the lens of another tourist's camera. But only in reflections, not in person. Spiritualists believe Felicia's soul. Number 4. Chowchilla Cemetery, Peru, the Crawling Dedicree. This ancient Nazca burial site is different. The dead are not buried. They sit upright, knees to chest, wrapped in linen, preserved by the desert for over 1,000 years. But archaeologists noted something terrifying. Each year, dozens of mummies change position. Not from wind or animals, those are protected. But slowly, carefully, mummies have been found crawling forwards. Arms outstretched, fingers bent differently than before. Some were upright before, now lying down. And one, in 2019, was found at the gate, unwrapped, looking straight toward the sun. The terrifying theory: their spirits are still attached, and the desert, DXZ, gives them times to finish their journey. Time doesn't flow the same in Chowchilla. One researcher camped overnight with time-lapse cameras. He left with only this message: I saw it turn, slowly, as if it knew I was watching. Number 3. Highgate Cemetery, London, the Shifting Vortex. Home to Karl Marx and Victorian elites, Highgate is notorious for its Gothic beauty and its impossible movements. For 50 years, workers noticed something bizarre. Rows subtly curved, as if pulled. The cemetery was designed in straight lines, but every decade, the paths spiral slightly inward. And the center of this spiral? An unmarked crypt sealed for 200 years. In 2020, ground radar was used, and what they found? A magnetic anomaly pulsing at intervals, like a signal, like a heartbeat. Historians tried to excavate. Every tool failed. The air grew thick. The lead archaeologist collapsed, whispering, "Don't open it. It's not ours." Here's the horror. All the surrounding graves, their inscriptions face inward toward that crypt, even the ones from centuries ago. As if they're watching or waiting. Number 2. Stall Cemetery, Kansas, USA, the Unseen Gate. Called one of the 7 gates to hell, this rural cemetery is feared. A tree once stood in its center. It's gone now, but the land still moves. Locals report ek graves shifting locations overnight. Gravestones vanish and reappear yards away. In 1993, a casket dug itself upward. No rainfall, no disturbance. Then came the storm. Lightning struck the center. Trees burned in a perfect circle, but no fire touched the graves, just blackened grass, like a warning. And now? Visitors leave markers, flowers, crosses, pebbles, but return the next day to find the markers rearranged into sigils. Ancient symbols, ones that didn't come from this part of the world. No one dares visit at night anymore, because people say they hear the soil breathing, whispers through the grass. One question: why are you still here? Number 1. Sei Aokigahara, Forest Graves, Japan, the Vanishing Path. This is the most chilling, the base of Mount Fuji, known as the Suicide Forest. But you haven't heard this part. Some visitors go to leave offerings, candles, origami, even small tombstones. They tie strings to trees so they don't get lost. But every year, the paths change. The W strings lead nowhere. Offerings end up on someone else's marker. Even worse, some visitors vanish for hours, return confused, and swear. There were more graves than before. I saw new ones being dug. No records of those burials exist. No shovels, no sounds. Just freshly packed earth. And the faint smell of incense where no one has burned it. Experts believe time fractures here, that grief pulls reality inwards, and those who come searching might never leave. But here's the final nightmare. TBFI, final shocking fact. Across all these cemeteries, Australia, Scotland, Peru, Japan, one anomaly remains constant. Graves facing due east are the ones that move, ISTE. And in ancient burial traditions, east was the direction of resurrection, the direction from which the end would come. What if these graves aren't just shifting randomly? What if they're Sri aligning for something that's coming? Oh, not one by one, but together. And if the dead are moving on their own, what do they know that we don't?